Hey y'all, it's your girl, Trash Your Treasure, and I'm back with another review. This week I'll be reviewing Baddies Africa. And before y'all say anything, yes, I skipped last week's episode. For starters, life was lifin', and two, I didn't feel like talking about Bad Dolly, stomping around looking like one of the Barbie dolls from Toy Story that barely escaped Sid's basement. Nor did I want to sit through Scotty and Natalie's fake beef again. Like, girl, we've seen y'all do this for the last 3 seasons. Find a new story, guys. Plus, the episode ended with the food fight, and honestly, that's where this new episode, Baddies and Safari, picks up. So let's get into it. But I need y'all to confirm something for me. First, didn't Cold Killer scream like 2 episodes ago, "We're not a trio, we ain't no group," right? Right? Fast forward to this week, and suddenly she's in the confessional after the food fight saying, "Y'all are a duo, we the trio now." And y'all know she was talking about Dolly, Summer, and Lex Killer. You're my girl, but make it make sense. Natalie walks in pretending to be shocked that food is everywhere, like she didn't just coach everyone on what to do before she came out. Shocker. Nat has an announcement. We're going on a safari, and a new baddie will be joining us. The camera literally pans and catches eye rolls and side eyes from the entire cast. Shortly after, Choco Brown, the newest baddie on the block, enters. Tavi Baby decides to mention that LCK is also from Africa. Choco claps back by saying, "I'm the real African queen." LCK's face said, "Oh, really?" But in her confessional, Elsie claps back with, "I'm LCK, just Google me." Well, y'all know I love some receipts, so I did, and here's what I found. A fandom page, her Instagram, her Facebook, and one article on Zim Papers Arts and Entertainment Hub. Sis, when you say Google me, please make sure the search results don't look like a LinkedIn profile from 2011, because what I was expecting was giving more superstar, not just super active on social media. Elsie, respectfully, don't ask anybody else to Google you, baby. After the pleasantries of meeting Choco Brown, the girls head to their rooms. But Kay Rickson decides she wants some screen time and calls out Bad Dolly like there's unfinished business. Girl, why? If you ain't really trying to fight, why stop the group? The camera then cut to Natalie, sits down with DTB about inviting Anna Mac to the club. They shockingly come to another truce. I'm trying not to laugh, but you can't make this shit up. The girls get on the bus to head to the safari, and Rolly overhears Russian Cream warning Choco not to get on production's bad side or they'll cut your camera time, which caused Rolly to ask, "What are y'all whispering about?" Cut to Kay Rickson stirring up more mess, telling Ivory and DTB that Bad Dolly said she beat DTB twice and called Ivory a snake.
This bitch Kay Rickens gonna say that Dolly said that she beat my ass 2 times and I'm a snake in the grass and like, bitch, I ain't been nothing but real to your weird ass, bitch. Stop telling false information to bitches.
Yep, Dolly said keep your grass low.
Do you not like me or something?
A little bit, no, I don't.
Why?
I like Octavia and I like Elsie.
Why don't you like
I
me?
don't. Because
Why?
I don't know, it's something about you. You like a little dick writer, like a little bit. And then you're over here
dick
going back
riding?
telling false information about production.
That's not what the fuck I said.
Who you talking to?
That's not what I said.
Who you talking to?
Bro, you're yelling at me, so I'm yelling back. You said I'm whispering, I'm not
come
whispering.
back there. I literally will come the fuck, because I don't give a fuck no more. I asked you a question, my nigga.
And I answered it.
said, and you're over here getting mad because I told you not to mislead her. That's all I said.
Then we cut back to Rolly and Russian Cream. Russian asked, "Do you not like me?" And Rolly said point blank, "No, I don't." Now, if I had to be honest, Rolly didn't really say anything wrong. However, I do feel like it was the way she said. I kind of felt like she was trying to little girl Russian Cream. But different people interpret stuff differently. And to keep it 100, when she would have asked who you talking to, Russian should have just said yo. Finally, the safari. Yes, after all that gossiping and tea clocking, we finally get to see the safari ride, and it's actually stunning. The girls see elephants, lions, zebras. It was giving actual bonding. For once, they're not fighting or twerking in a VIP section. But of course, peace is never permanent. After the safari, Rolly tells Natalie she refuses to ride back with Russian Cream. And you know, Natalie messy ass gonna ask why in her surprise voice. Rolly started to tell Natalie that Russian was whispering about production to Choco Brown, but Russian not having any of that, she started trying to tell Natalie her side of the story. But at this point, I think Rolly was over it and called her out. What you want to do? Now, this is her second time calling her out, so I felt that Russian was like, fuck it, let's go. Look, it wasn't a Rolly versus Slim classic, but it was messy. I give Russian a 5.5 on the ass whooping scale, and that's just because she hung in there. But Rolly beat her ass like she stole something. Damn, Rolly, you have to do her like that. So, Rolly, I'm giving you an 8.5 out of 10 on the Baddies ass whooping meter. And Russian sis, just keep practicing. You'll get there. Back in the van, heading to the house, Dolly, scary Mary looking ass, tells Choco Brown, girl, I'm going to show you your room. Somebody asked Dolly whose room you're taking her to. DTB. Now, wait a damn minute. Didn't Natalie say at the beginning of the season that Diamond wouldn't have to share a room this time? I guess CEOs lie too. So the girls pull up to the house, and who pops out first? Bad Dolly and her cooked hairline, talking about, come on, Choco, let me show you your room. Why did this girl lead Choco straight down to Diamond's room while she is literally trying to get ready? But Diamond was not having it. She knocked Dolly upside the head so fast I had to rewind. And to be honest, Dolly swung back but looked like she was fighting invisible spirits. Kicks are flying in the air. Dolly, get your ass up off that floor. Security comes to break it up, and here comes Ivory and Pretty P running down the hallway. Diamond's trying to explain herself, and what does she do? Sucker punches Choco Brown. I was like, what?
No!
Choco stood there for a full minute like she was buffering. Then she snapped into fight mode and said, come on, bitch, we finna fight. And baby, she tore DTB's ass up every which way but loose. Let's be honest, if somebody beat me like that, girl, I'm not fighting you ever again. 3 rounds, 3 wins, all Choco. On the ass whooping scale, Choco Brown, 10 out of 10. Later, the girls still got to go out to a booking, which is crazy considering everybody's wigs were halfway off and tensions are at a 10. Tavi Baby tells Choco she can stay in her room. But here's my question. When did Tavi get an accent? I swear I heard her try to speak in an African accent at least 3 times in this episode. Like, ma'am, what are you doing? It sounded like a mix of the Lion King and Coming to America audition tapes. I'm not even gonna lie. It was kind of offensive and mostly confusing. Anyway, they get to the booking, and it's still messy. Natalie performs her and Lee May's song, DTB performs, and then Rolly gets on the mic and says, DTB and Cold Killer got the same song. The shade is so direct, it doesn't even need a Google Maps. They leave the club, and guess what? Tavi Baby and LCK get into it over Tavi shaking hands with Cold Killer. Scotty tries to check on Elsie, but Elsie says, get out of my face. Now, I do feel for Scotty. She was literally just trying to be nice. But hey, not everyone's in a hugging mood after being punched in the face. Tavi runs to the kitchen to confront Cold Killer about when they shook hands. Killer swears she doesn't remember. Next thing you know, they start arguing and plates start flying. Whoo! That's it for this week on Baddies Safari Edition. So, is this episode trash or treasure? Still trash, but beautifully chaotic trash. If you're into fights, fake accents, and flying dishes, this episode was for you. If you love the content, or just love clowning the baddies with me, drop a like or comment, and let me know if y'all want more content like this.